Good morning, students. We will continue the chapter Poverty as Challenge. And we will start from the new topic, Poverty Estimates. Prior to this, we have read about the poverty line and the typical story about rural and urban region. Now, poverty estimates, as you know, this term generally we study or we do in maths classes. Estimate the roundup figure when we take out from particular year. So here in economics, we will discuss this term, the estimation of poverty, how we can know about from the past until today the time, so with the help of some data and table. So let's begin. Why poverty estimates? It is clear from the table 3.1. 3 point table 1 is not given here in the text from which I am reading, but in your NCERT book, page number 33, you will get that table, and the table shows the description from 1993 to 94, 2011 till 12, and how it was increasing, the percentage ratio, and the number of poor people in millions. So in two categories we will discuss them. So it is clear from the table that there is substantial decline in the poverty ratio in India, about 45% in 1993 to 94, 37.2% in 2004 and 5. The proportion of people below poverty line further came to be came down about 22% in 2011 or 12. If the trend continues, people below poverty line may come down less than 20% in the next few years, and although the percentage of the people living under the poverty decline in the earlier two decades, 1973 or 1903, means in these 20 years, the number of poor decline from 407 million in 2004 to 5 to 270 million in 2011 or 12, with the average annual decline of the percentage points during 2004 to 5 and 2011 to 12. So here generally if you see that the gradual decline in the poverty population, means during that independent time the poverty, we know it was in a great large number, but when we proceeding for the development, definitely and gradually the percentage of poverty or poor people decline in our country. Like the description of the table is given here. Let us discuss the table 3.1. So it is given here, even if the poverty ratio decline between that is in 1993 and the 2004 and 5, by the number of poor remain about 405 million are the dynamic poverty reduction, and the same in rural and urban area. So we'll discuss this. So why it has happened? So like if we see in these two categories, we can understand this, that is vulnerable groups. Vulnerable groups means like the people who affect first. The proportion of the people below poverty line is also not same for all the social groups and economic categories in India. Social groups which are most vulnerable to poverty are scheduled caste, scheduled tribes. Now here we can see that scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, and the tribal household. Tribal household, the people who live in rural area. Similarly, uh, among the economic group, and this description is given of the table till 2017 or 18 till here. Among the economic group, the most of the vulnerable groups are rural agriculture area, so and the labor household, urban casual laborers means people who work on construction site, and shows the percentage of the poor people in all these groups. And although the average of the people below poverty line for all the groups in India 22 to 43 out of 100 people belonging to scheduled tribes are not able to meet their basic needs. Similarly, 34% casual urban areas are below poverty line, and 34% casual urban are 29% scheduled caste also poor. The double advantage of being landless casual areas and labor household and easy socially disadvantaged social groups means here generally we discuss that who were the people who come the vulnerable category. So these were like the poor people, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, agricultural labor, landless labor, the people who work in construction site area. So and in the term poverty estimation, we have seen that gradually it has been declined. The reason behind the country were proceeding to the development, the population or poor population were declining, means people were getting work. Another is that scheduled caste or scheduled tribe population highlights the seriousness of the problem. Some recent study have shown that except the scheduled caste hold, all the three groups, rural agricultural labor and urban cultural labor, have been declined in poverty in 1990s. Means the poverty have been reduced till this year. Apart from the social groups, there's also inequality among the within the family. The poor family all suffer, but some suffer more than others. Means like when we discuss this particular term, so here we understand that in the poor family everyone suffer, but generally some people are there who suffer a lot. If you see the stories which we read previously, the two stories, like the ladies or women in the family or girl member in the family, they generally suffer a lot. Why? Because generally they get less in food and other items. So poor family also suffer, but suffer more than others, in some cases women. To who are the more poorer and more sufferer, they are the women and elderly people, the old people in the family who are not getting proper treatment in the family, and simultaneously the family is not having the money to send them hospital. And the female infants, if the girl child is infant means छोटा बच्चा अगर लड़की है तो उसके लिए कोई देखभाल नहीं है, are denied equal access the resource available in the family. So if we discuss here, three terms we have discussed. The first was that estimate of the poverty, that from 1973 till 2017 gradually it has been declined. Second term we have discussed vulnerable group. तो vulnerable group कौन से हैं उसमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे आपके मीन्स लाइक poor people, scheduled caste people, scheduled tribes people, STs, then agricultural labor, then urban casual workers. These were, and thirdly, we have discussed about the poorest of poor in the family, they are women. So these three estimation we have seen in this particular paragraph. So today we discuss till here, and in the next term we'll discuss another story of, that is story of शिवरमन. ठीक है, तो इतना पढ़ते हैं. Okay, till then, good day.